Hello, I'm Darren the Ghost Guy, and I'd like to tell you a story of when I was on leave from the Army, I believe for the very first time. So I finished my AT training. Pardon me, my cat. Little fur baby. Anyway, I decided I wanted some fried rabbit, because rabbit's delicious. They're good eating, especially in southwest Iowa. So I decided to go hunting. I loaded up my old single barrel 20 gauge shotgun. Started walking. Cornfield. Seen some tracks. A hop trap, hop track, hop track. I thought, okay, all right, I'm onto one. I'm gonna have me some fried rabbit. So I keep following it and I walk and I see this thing that looks like a woven shelter out of that grass that grows along the fence line there in southwest Iowa. If you're Montana, Nebraska, another place like that, that's all over the fucking place. And it was woven. It was not so much to keep you warm, but more as a concealment method to hide. So I walk over to it, of course, and I'm going to check it out. I walk in there. I didn't walk in there. I kind of stuck my head in there. It was a pretty big opening. Stank like shit. It was gross. It was nasty. So anyway, I went about my hunting. Didn't give it much thought. And what I thought were one rabbit track turned out to be a bipedal something or other with about a 6-foot stride. It was freaking huge. As I follow it, and I follow it, and I follow the tracks, and follow the tracks, and then all of a sudden they're standing side by side. Now I know it ain't a goddamn rabbit. And there's no other tracks. There's like 6 inches of snow on the ground, maybe more. Plenty of visual recognizable tracks, a poof, in the snow, like 6-foot stride, like a rabbit hopping from one place to the other. And I said, what the hell, man, this ain't right. How can something just walk into the middle of the field and vanish? So I started checking the horizon. It was getting dusk, it was getting even. I'm thinking, okay, it's snow. What if this thing's white? I'm not going to see it. It could be standing right fucking beside me. So I diddied out of there, went home, told my dad. I was a kid at the time. He didn't believe me. Of course he didn't believe me. You're some fucking lying piece of shit. I don't fucking believe you. So I had to go out there and I showed him. I said, all right, well, follow me. Taking a gun? Of course you're taking a gun. You never know what's going to happen out there. Coyotes, wolves walking down the freaking Nishnabotna River, relocating. They don't know boundaries. They don't know they're supposed to stay in Wisconsin or Minnesota. Got them things walk where the fuck they want. But anyway, so I'm showing him, I'm like, okay, explaining myself, this is why I think it's a rabbit, hopped here, and he goes, that's a pretty big stride for a rabbit, man, like 6 feet, okay, yeah, I can dig it. Followed it to the end, I showed him that nest, and he's seen 2 tracks, stepping side by side, like 2 feet, maybe, a foot here and a foot there, and, like somebody just standing there. Gone. Vanished. Thin air. I don't know where the fuck it was. I don't know where it went. Well, I do know what it was. There are many different kinds of Bigfoots. There are swamp apes. There are the Canadian Bigfoots. There are the American Bigfoots. There's the European Bigfoots of, say, Dyatlov Pass era. There's the little bitty ones, and there's the great big ones. And throughout my life, I've been able to study them little ones, and I know shit, man, you're going to enjoy the rest of the show. But this is a teaser for you to come back. Now, things just don't disappear in the thin air, usually. But if you watch David Paulides Missing 911, you realize that people do vanish. Shit just gone. You know, or another dimension, another place and time, future. They go back in the past. I'm sure if they go back in the past, they could write a letter, address it to themselves, like Marty McFly did or whatever, you know, hey, warn Doc of this in 1970, whatever, you know, do something like that. So, and if they were in the future, they could contact the person and say, hey, here I am, you know, they're young, they're old and gray, they don't believe you, we prove it to them, they still don't believe you, where you been? I don't know, man. I was walking across this goddamn cornfield hunting for rabbits, and all of a sudden I freaking zoomed. I don't know. I'm here. And now. I don't remember anything in between. But anyway, that concludes the missing footprints, the missing entity that made the footprints. Whatever it was, I don't know how big my stride's like. I'm 6 foot, about 6'1". I weigh about 250, 260. I'm a pretty big guy. If you got a B1, big red one. Yeah, it was like double my stride. So I'm not saying it was 12 feet tall, but it was huge. I'm going to post this video. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content similar to this, because I'm going to cover a wide range of things. And as you can see, I have a little bit of dental issues going on. I'm very embarrassed about it, but I am getting dental implants as we speak. Not as we speak, you know, no dentist in here, but they're getting fixed. I'm going to have me and Tom Cruise smile here in a little while. That's my sense of humor side to me, you know. But when something just, it blows your mind, it baffles your mind. You don't know what to think. It's like, what? It defies all logic. You know, especially somebody who's a degree in psychology. It's like, how the hell, this makes no sense. There should be, did it walk backwards and manage to step in every single track that it made on its way up there? No, I doubt that. I don't see that happening. I think whatever it was is Bigfoot that's associated with unknown aerial phenomena, as they call it now. We call it UFO, unidentified objects, flying objects, obviously. But we don't know. We don't fucking know shit. The government knows everything. They give us little teasers. But I don't know what it was. I never seen it. I wish I did. I only had a 20 gauge. I had 3.5, 3.25 inch mag. Been a long time, hard to remember. I had the big ones. It wasn't double aught. It was like 4 or 8 shot. It probably would have just pissed it off, and you know, I had 3 in my fingers ready to reload in rapido. But if it started chasing us in the stride it made, it could probably cover 100 yards faster than the fastest running back the NFL's ever seen. And there ain't nothing stopping it, especially a 20 gauge. Probably wouldn't even penetrate its outer layer of thick skin. 20 gauge 8-shot barely penetrates the skin of a squirrel sometimes, and they're just little bitty some bitches, but them get eaten too back in the Midwest, I'll tell you what. But back on track here. This ain't edited. This is me talking to you, and it's getting put online. So I'm not gonna go back and tinker around and fucking do shit and make it look fancy and pretty. It is what it is for now. I made a message. I said my computer went tits up. I had a script on there that I've been working on for a couple of years. Solid gold. Memories, events, places, coordinates, All this shit. No, I don't know how to. I guess I can get a HP recovery drive or something. I don't know. But who gives a shit? That's not part of this. What's part of this is the missing footprints. Where did the beast go? And what was the beast? Click follow, click subscribe, and comment.